Welcome back to comics, to Hot Comics TV, and Sláine by Pat Mills and the one and only Simon Bisley. The Horned God. This is an anniversary edition that came out, I don't know, just recently, very, very recently. This is one of my recent pickups of things, and I was not aware of it until I saw it, that it had come out. I was like, oh, what? And I've missed out on. There's a lot of what do you call it, slaying works out there. But I saw the scale of this book and I went like, whoa, I have to have this. As you can sort of see, that's a normal floppy comic book. And that's this gigantic. So yeah, oh, we gotta talk about Shaolin Cowboy one of these days. Alright, so Sláine. Recently I've been collecting and reading a lot of 2000 AD sort of books and material that I missed out in the heyday when it came out. And I guess the time that I paid attention to this was in the early 90s when I was just a kid, and I never really paid attention to it because I was being bombarded by Image Comics and Marvel, obviously, and DC, the usual, cereal box type of comics. But once you start paying attention to the British comics, they got a different flavor of things, and it's quite beautiful, the work that they put on together. And this, to me, is an outstanding body of work that Simon Bisley has put together. The story by Pat Mills is also pretty cool, like showing all of these sort of, Highlander-like people, the warrior people that are coming from the north of Britain. And anyway, they give you the map sort of region of things. It's like they're saying that this is when England and France was like connected to the mainland sort of thing. And the work that I've seen from Simon Bisley is just flawless from the very start, from what I've witnessed. So my goodness, the first time I ever saw the work from Simon Bisley was on Doom Patrol, and I was not aware until the late 90s that what Simon Bisley was doing, because Simon Bisley was at one point everywhere, especially with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the specials that they did with Kevin Eastman. You sort of go, yeah, wow, Simon Bisley. It's at the same caliber of workload. I think he's done more comic book work than Corvin or Frazetta. And I would rank him up there because the workload of body of work that he does is just outstanding and beautiful. His aesthetics is a little bit more cartoony, but it doesn't diminish anything out of the work that he does. I know that Frank was like anatomy correct more than anything else, and Corvin was a little bit more cartoony coming away from that. I mean, you could have someone that's more photographically accurate, like Boris Vallejo, but anyway, I digress with all of these sort of commentary. But like, when you see the work of Simon Bisley, the mixed media that he's applying, the airbrushing, how he builds up his characters, the way that he's layering the painting, it's just outstanding. And he's doing that on a comic book page. It's unheard of, and it's amazing. I guess he's at the same level as Corvin, I guess. It's like beautiful work. Beautiful work. So there's a lot of Sláine out there, but I've come late to this party, I guess, and I've dove in more onto the works of Judge Dredd and Judge Anderson. We gotta take a look at that. That's always in the back of my head to talk about Arthur Ransom's 2080s, what do you call it, Judge Anderson. But this just came out, and I'm looking at the length of this, and this is what I love out of big books, because you get to appreciate the way that the media has been applied. You get to enjoy and savor the artwork and the process that Simon has applied onto this. He's applying pastel pencils on this as well to do highlights and whatnot. It's a lot of airbrushing because you see the airbrush splatter there. There was a hardcover edition, and I think that's a limited edition of things. And if you have that, well, good for you. I was only able to score this because I was not even aware that this was being released, this anniversary edition. Oh wow, look at the pencil work. All the tribal mysticism that comes from the Nordic tribes of the Highlands of Scotland. His pet Mills is going to town with that sort of thing. It's quite cool. Look at that. Only Simon does this sort of thing. It's awesome. There can only be one. Look at this cover artwork. It's just amazing. Yeah, the slipcase had foil and whatnot on it. Just amazing work. So, I don't know how many pages this is. This is quite a hefty book as well, on top of everything else. I showed this book to a friend of mine. He came down to the house and he sort of goes, "Oh, this looks like heavy metal." And I go, "Yeah, because it's Simon Bisley." Because he wasn't aware of that. It reminds me of the heavy metal magazines from the 90s. And I go, "Yeah, dude, it's the same dude." I dare to say, I think he texted me later on and he went to get this book as well. He actually ordered it, so... Yeah, this is a famous panel. Alright, I'll stop here because if you're interested in reading this sort of thing, I won't spoil it. So go get this awesome softcover book. If you have the hardcover, I'm officially jealous of you, and please send me a copy. No, I'm joking. Yeah, it's outstanding. Alright, that's oh, what do we got at the back? Do we have a sketch work? Let's take a look at that. That's the good stuff. Oh, we got covers. Great. Okay, that's good way to end it. So let's take a look. Yeah, look at this 2000 AD covers. 1990. Yeah, I was officially a kid then. So look at that. How he's building everything. Just outstanding. Beautiful. So yeah, I've gone in a rabbit hole with British comics. So cool. I'm taking a look at more of this stuff. Nice. All right, there it is. 2000 ADs. The Thorn God. I mean the Horn. The Horn. What am I saying? The Horned God Anniversary Edition. Pat Mills and Simon Bisley. Slain. All right. Thank you so much for your time. Please like and subscribe and all those good things. You have a lovely, lovely day. Take care. Bye bye.